What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. I promise we'll get right to how to drive the 5065E. Since my first video wasn't that good, I figured I'd go ahead and do a voiceover of it, kind of help describe a couple more things so you guys can really figure out how to drive this pretty sweet tractor. Alright, let's go ahead and see what I have to say. Alright, now we got a 5065E. Crawl on up here. Put my keys in the cup holder. Okay, so we got up on the tractor. You saw me put a whole bunch of keys over in the cup holder. I'm at work right now. I'll go ahead and link this video down for how to drive the 7220. That kind of describes further of what exactly I'm doing. This is not my personal tractor. However, we got on up. You can see the two brake pedals there, right below the steering wheel, and then the orange little knob is actually the foot throttle. I don't mention those in the original video, so you now know what those are. And then the black stick over to the right is the loader control. I do believe I mentioned that, but let's go ahead and get this bad boy fired up. And then get out my John Deere keys, which are in my pocket. There we go. Get the red key. And we got to make sure that we're in neutral. Got to make sure our lever here is in neutral, which that's neutral. And that's in park over there. And here we go. Real quick before I go ahead and fire the tractor up, you saw me move some knobs and stuff around. You can see up at the top left corner of the screen is a symbol of the tractor going in reverse. That is the power reverser. There is no actual reverse gear on the tractor. That lever right there is flipped back and forth, whether you want to go forwards or reverse. The second lever I moved, which is over on my left hand, that is the range selector. You have either A range, B range, or C range. And you do have to be stopped in order to select a different range. The lever I said was in park is the gear selector, so you have 3 ranges and you have 4 gears. So you can change those on the fly. You do have to push the clutch in, which you can kind of see a little pedal there in the bottom left. That is the clutch. All the way over is in park, which you do see later in the video. I put it into park. But that's what those 3 levers there do. You have to make sure those are all in neutral in order to start the tractor. Alrighty. The load is already up into loader control. Go ahead and put it in B range. Put her in drive. Put her in second. And here we go. Screaming at me saying I'm in neutral. I don't know why. So the reason the tractor is screaming at me, as I say in the video, is that it still thinks that it is in neutral. There is a light on the dashboard that there's an N that shows up, and it lights up green when your reverser is in neutral, meaning not in forward or reverse. The reason the tractor thought that it was in neutral is because I set the forward motion before I picked my range and my gear. You want to select your range and your gear and have that set before you set the reverser in either the forward or reverse position, which is why it didn't let me go at first. So once I figure that out, obviously I'm able to get the tractor rolling. There we go, stop screaming at me. And that's how you drive a 5065E. So just to review for you folks playing at home, in order to drive one of these things, you got to make sure that your power reverser is in the neutral position. Got to make sure that your gear select, which is over on your right hand, is in park. And you got to make sure that your range lever is in neutral. Once all those are set, you plop the key in, turn it, it starts right up, no problems there. In order to get it rolling, make sure you have a gear selected. Make sure that your range is in the range you want to be in. And then go ahead and set your reverser lever, either in forward or reverse, whichever direction you desire, and you're good to go. Then you can vary the engine speed either with the hand throttle, which is up on the dash, or use the foot throttle, which is down near the brake pedals. The clutch is required whenever you are changing ranges and gears. However, you can change gears on the fly, but you have to be stopped in order to change a range. Anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. I'm going to let me finish this one out. bad. So, I'm going to take it out of C range because I don't like C range. I'm going to put it in A range. I'm going to go in reverse. So, put it in reverse, flip the lever. Clutch in, clutch is down there, back into neutral, flip it over into park somehow, over, easier with the two hands. Alrighty, let that down, I'm going to let my motor down, there we go, and shut her off. Alrighty guys, 5065E. Good stuff. Everything else is pretty much the same.